Morning students. Today we will be learning from the writing skill section letter writing. Okay. So as you had been studying in your 5th standard, you had been writing letter writing either to parents, to your relatives, to your friends. And you had been writing letters to your principal, to your manager and others. So let's come today letter writing. Letter writing has its two forms. One is informal and the other is formal. The informal letters are written to your parents, to your friends, to your relatives. Formal letters are written to the editors of newspapers, to the principal, to the management, to the police commissioners, to the booksellers and so on. So there are two forms of letter, informal and formal. Informal you had been studying since your 5th standard till 8th standard. But as you have come in 9th to 10th, we normally discuss about the formal letter. So let's come to the formal letter. First we will talk about letters to the editor. Whenever we write letters to the editor, we have complaint letters, we have topics on earth, we have topics on education, we have topics on studies, we have topics on global warming and so on. Now let's come to the format. Format for the formal letter. The first step we write sender's address. We write sender's address. Sender's address means you are the sender. You are writing the letter to the editor. After writing sender's address, we have to leave a line. What we have to do? We have to leave a line. Then second step, we have to write the date. Normally what the children do, students do, they write the letter in this form. Suppose today is 27th April. They write like this. But it's totally wrong. Whenever we write a letter to the editor regarding complaints or other things, we have to write the date in this form, 27th April 2020. And note on one thing, that after writing sender's address, date or receiver's address, do not put any comma mark, because comma mark and is not to be written these days. So now again here we have to leave a line. Let's come to the third step. Third step is receiver's address. Third step is receiver's address. Now who is the receiver? The person who is going to get the letter. The person who is going to get the letter. Now in this editor's address, there are two forms of address. One is the editor. See students, whenever you write the editor, always check that T is in capital form and E is in capital form. Then the next comes the Times of India. As you had been studying in your 5th standard articles, you might have seen that whenever we write any place name, person name, we write capital letter in the starting. Then Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg. Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg. This is the proper address. Then Delhi. Either we can write Delhi or we can write New Delhi. Fine. Now I was talking about the second address. This is the first form of address of the editor. Now let's come to the second form of the editor. The editor, you can see it here, Hindustan Times. And the address here is KG Marg, that is Kasturba Gandhi Marg. Kasturba Gandhi Marg, right? And Delhi. The same process goes here, Delhi or New Delhi. And code depends on the addresses of this Delhi. After writing this, again we have to leave one line. So this is totally receiver's address. Okay. So salutation. Salutation we are writing sir. But before that, as the process has changed, we are writing subject. Listen students, whenever you write subject, subject should not be too lengthy. The subject should not be too lengthy. It should be maximum in 1/2 line. Suppose you are writing a letter to the editor regarding your noise pollution. You have to start like this. Complaint regarding the noise pollution created in my area. I hope you have understood it here. First is sender's address, leave a line, then date, then leave a line, then receiver's address, then leave a line. But whenever you write the editor's address, please go through everything. After that, you're writing the subject. As I have told you, subject should not be more than 2 lines. Now let's come to the next process is sir. See, whenever we are writing salutation, we are writing sir, respected sir, dear sir, and other thing. Now editor, we are not writing dear sir, we are just what we are writing sir. So this is the salutation, right? It's a kind of respect given to the editor. After this, we will start with the question. As I told you, our question is based on noise pollution. So first, whenever you start your intro with the letter, first is your intro, then is your content. In the content, you have to write down the problem, the causes, the complaints, your updates and other things. And then we close up with the body of the letter. Okay. Now let's come how to start. Your starting is like this. Through the esteemed columns of your well-known newspaper, I would like to drag the complaint against the noise pollution created in my local area. So this is your intro of the letter. Then after leaving a line, see, whenever you are writing in a letter the paragraphs, it has maximum 3 to 4 paragraphs. A letter has maximum 3 to 4 paragraphs, and after each paragraph you have to leave a line. Now you will be writing here your complaints in this, then you will be writing the causes of noise pollution, then you will be writing the effects of the noise pollution and so on. After writing the second paragraph, then you will write your suggestions. Then again you have to leave a line. After the second paragraph, you have to leave a line. Then you write your suggestions. Means what are your suggestions? How can you give an advice, or how can you manage with the things, or what are your suggestions to curb this problem? After completing these 3 to 4 paragraphs, then leave a line. After leaving a line, your next step. After leaving a line, your next step is to end up with the letter, right? So before ending up the letter, already have left a line here. That will be your last paragraph. So how will you manage? You write down, I hope an immediate action will be taken. Immediate action will be taken by the concerned authorities for general public awareness. Your ending and conclusion should be in such a form that really the editor gets impressed and it takes some kind of action. After the last paragraph, you have to leave a line here, and you have to write down yours sincerely. You have to write down yours sincerely. And please note that whenever you are writing yours, there should be no apostrophe, because as per to the CBSE pattern, now comma, apostrophe, these all are not to be written according to CBSE pattern. Yours sincerely, or you can write down yours truly. You also can write down yours truly. Then you have to mention your name. Suppose you are writing Mehak, so write down Mehak, and before the Mehak, before the name Mehak you are writing, please put your signature. Signature, you know, always it's in running. Okay, it's in running. But before writing this, you have to conclude the line thanking you. What do you have to conclude the line? Thanking you. So now here the process will be thanking you, then yours sincerely. You will write down yours sincerely. You put your signatures, and signatures always in the running. And at last you will write the name Mehak. I hope this format is understood to you. So in the same manner, we will be discussing next form of the letters like complaint letter and education and studies. Complaint letters means suppose there are many cases of chain snatching. Then you have to write down the same format, but your subject will be changing. I mean the subject and body of the letter will be changing. Whenever we come to the point of complaint letters, then the subject will be changing and your content also will be changing. But the format will be the same. I hope this letter is understood. So in the next class, we will be learning complaint letter and other letters.